So, a topic that came to my head to speak about is basically, are you in the right company? I heard someone speak about certain things. They said that at first, when you're starting, it's about the destination. Oh, this is where I'm going, right? Then, along the way, you find out that it's not really about the place you are going, it's about the journey. That, oh, it's the journey is the interesting thing, it's more about the journey, and oh, who I become along the way, right? And then thirdly, it's about the company. So now, the company I keep, let's say you're by yourself and you're trying to make the best out of your life, you're trying to make the best out of yourself, make the best out of your career. What happens is that the only company you have is yourself. And if the only company you have is yourself, then it begs the question, it begs you to question something. It makes you ask yourself, okay, am I my best company? Right? When I'm on my journey on that particular path, I'm going to this particular place. The company you keep, especially if you're just going by yourself, are you your best company? Do you encourage yourself or do you beat yourself down? Do you tap yourself in the back and say, oh, you're doing well? Or do you just keep beating yourself down and keep discouraging yourself? Because you can either encourage yourself or discourage yourself. A lot of us discourage ourselves out of the game. You have to be the one to encourage yourself forward, because you are your best company. You can have the best role models and idols and mentors, but if you don't be the one to tell yourself that, okay, you know what, I'm going to encourage myself in this path, and despite what I'm seeing, I'm still going to keep going forward. You have to be your best friend. You have to be your best company. You have to be the one to encourage yourself. You have to be the one to propel yourself. You have to be the one to jeer yourself forward. We have to be who we want to be for ourselves, and we have to have the best relationship with ourselves so that we can be able to get what we want. Because at the end of the day, if you're by yourself, then at least, at the very least, at least, like, give yourself the best that you can give yourself, right? I always say this: if I have someone who is like a younger brother to me, or even my own child, would I be the one to discourage him? Would I discourage my child from doing what will benefit him, what will make him stronger, what will make him better, what will make him smarter, what will make him richer? Would I do things to discourage him, or would I be the one to encourage him? Exactly. So if I cannot do it for my own son, or for my own younger brother, or for somebody who's close to me, why would I be doing it to myself? Why would you be the one to discourage your own self? And anybody who causes you to discourage yourself or to bring yourself down, they are not the right company, obviously. I mean, they obviously can be the right company because they're the ones bringing you down. You understand? So it calls for us to understand that we have to really, 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 in all ramifications, be our best company. And in being our best company, that voice in our head, we must always tweak it to be in favor of that right direction that we are going. And then when we do that, then we'll be better off. That's basically what it is. We cannot be the ones to discourage ourselves. We actually have to be the one to encourage ourselves forward. So I hope you guys get the perspective. When you teach, you learn twice. This is basically me just speaking to myself, because obviously the only person I'm seeing right here is my face. Well, you guys will obviously be able to see it. So be your best company, be your best friend, be your best advisor, be your best role model, be your best encourager, and encourage yourself forward in that path. And then you see how things will shape themselves. You understand? Because at the end of the day, it's the journey. It's the journey and who you become along that journey. And in that journey, you move with the right company, and then no greater company than the one that you give yourself. So please give yourself the best company, give yourself the best environment mentally, and everything will be set in stone. Thank you guys for watching.